I want them to roll every human that comes into Metro Parks, roll them into the fact that they are part of nature. Nature is not over there. Nature, they are part of. They are in nature. That's all I could say. Not just one thing. I think if you're going to sort of ask for one thing, it would be that the parks are there and that people can come to them for no money at all, to take their time and learn. So I can't pick out one, but the philosophy of Metro Parks is that we need all people to get into nature so that they can understand that they are a part of it. And all these other critters and animals, we're just part of human nature. They're keeping on. We started sort of small, and we're growing, technically, and with area amounts of land. But I think the most important thing is to understand that Metro Parks is trying to make citizens understand that they are part of nature. So get on in it and help it. If we just build houses and parks and office parks, office buildings on plats of land, we won't have any place where nature can sort of clean our air, which it does. Trees clean our air. So if you just take away all the trees, I think we would just die as humans. It would just be terrible. So that's all I know. He was the editor of the Dayton Journal-Herald, and he was more into the environment than any other person that I had met in Dayton at that time. And so he was very willing to work with us at our garden club to tell all about nature. And so it wasn't hard to get with him. Then there's, of course, money does come into it, because with the Metro Parks, you're trying to make them pleasant enough so that people will sit and stay and observe the nature around them. And to me, there's no bigger painting than if you go look straight into a woodland. That's it. Anything else?
Did you
I'd be part of founding anything. But my passion is nature, and for nature to be a part of every human. We're a part of nature, but not many humans seem to understand that we are. Just as much, everything that comes from a real seed is part of nature, and that would be every mouse, every squirrel, every chipmunk, every mouse. I said mouse, and big trees. You have all the trees that you have nuts on in the fall. They're all over the place. And you just, if you take a couple home, you can plant them in your backyard. And mark where you put them so you don't dig them up. They'll take a little time to come up. But we just need to encourage everybody to be a part of nature. It is about nature. Its voice is about the good things that nature does, and then just out there in the wild, the bad things that happen, the trees that we let germinate that are bad, that are no part of the world of good plants. So I think we have to teach everybody and all of us learn so that we can present the best of nature to everybody. And it might take a little bit of time. And I think many people have preconceived notions that humans are above, beyond nature. Humans are the bosses of nature. Now, I don't think we've ever very well been able to boss air or water or soil. I mean, we can boss it by trying to plow it up, but we can't even plow enough to have any effect on the earth, because nature and the earth are intertwining. And I would be one who would believe that there probably is not another planet like Earth where nature has taken so much a part of it. That's all. I mean, it's the way I think. I mean, the ocean is art. Mountains are art. Farmers' fields couldn't be more art. You put the little seed, which is a piece of art, down into the soil, and it's going to produce something mankind can eat, which I find very exciting. And if you'll just compost that little ear of corn, it will break down and make soil for its next several generations. It takes a while. It takes probably about a year and a half to 2 years for a corn cob to dissolve. But then when it does, you're not spending any money on the food for the trees. And they like their food. Things to grow quite well in our parks. I mean, at the Arboretum, which is a little bit different than natural parks, because an Arboretum is a place where you go to think more about trees and nature and every kind of tree that there is. And we try to do that at the Arboretum. And telling stories about trees. There's just a million ways that you can tell stories about trees. So I think people would become more interested. I think we're very involved in trees, you know. They keep us cool in summer with their shade, and they keep us warm in winter. When it's a dead tree that you're putting in your fireplace and lighting up, I think we need both. But I think the nature part of the world is not honored enough for me. There, find more people, gather more people together so that they can honor nature. Help metro parks along. I just think many people need to know that there are all these seeds available out in nature. The seeds of trees, the seeds of plants and flowers. And we just need to gather them up and put them in another place. Have a little prairie. Honor nature. It won't hurt anybody.
Now.
That for all the benefits on this earth nature gives, pretty free of charge. So humans can be a huge help to nature. We just will try.